chapter 17. So, what is motivation? Motivation is anything that makes you to be willing to work. So anything that makes you to feel like you want to work, that makes you feel eager to work, is motivation as an employee. So there's what we call negative motivation. Negative motivation implies that that employee is doing that job because he's monitored closely. Like there's a lot of eyes on him or her. That's why he's putting effort to do that job. Or that employee is scared of wage cuts, or fear of redundancy. That is why that's why he's doing the job. He's not really happy, or the employee is not really happy about the job, but because of other factors that are attached to it, he doesn't want to lose his job. That's where he finds or he seeks motivation from. That's a negative motivation. Do you get it? Motivation must be something that you are doing with eagerness. You are happy doing. Yeah. Do you understand? But these things are conditional. You are conditioned to do it. Then it's a negative motivation. Do you understand what negative motivation means here? A motivation that is conditioned to you losing your job, to you losing certain amount of money or wages, to you being made redundant, is a negative motivation. Is it clear? So we have different motivational theories in business. So we're going to start today with Taylor's ideology or Taylor's motivational theory. Taylor is in 1911 anyway. So Taylor's scientific principles were designed to reduce inefficiency of workers and managers. So Taylor's approach is about how to reduce the inefficiency of workers and managers. Like workers are not doing what they are supposed to do. Managers are not even up to task. So Taylor believes that there's a solution to this. That there's a way out to make workers and managers know what they are doing. So look at what they said. They said Taylor believed his principles would create a partnership between manager and worker based on an understanding of how jobs should be done and how workers are motivated. So he believes that there is a gap between workers and managers based on workers not knowing what job they have and managers not trying to motivate them. So let's look at what his approach is now. So he came up with his own approach. Taylor had a very simple view that money is the main motivator. So for Taylor, he believes employees are motivated. They are working. They will work hard if money is involved. That's Taylor's view, ideology. So he introduced the piece rate. What is piece rate? It means workers will be paid based on the level of output. Do you understand? So you will be paid based on what you produce. Do you understand piece rate here? Okay, so he introduced the piece rate. Workers should be paid based on their output. And whoever exceeds that target, whoever do more, should be given a bonus. Do you understand? So the motivation cuts across money. Bonus is also money. So because a bonus is what a payment in addition to your basic wage, because you have exceeded your output or because of a recognition on your service. So if you know that as soon as you exceed your target, you will be given a bonus, you are motivated. So it comes back to motivated because of money. Do you understand Taylor's ideology now? Yeah. So what are the criticisms about Taylor's ideology? We're talking about the problems with Taylor's approach. The notion of a quickest and best way for all workers does not take into consideration individual efforts or individual differences. You said this approach is basically the best way and the quickest way for all workers. But workers are different. They are dynamic. They are different people. So what works for you might not work for me. Yeah. But when you say what works for you, when you say the ideology is about working for all, that means whatever works for you must work for me. In terms of our approach, in terms of what we do, then it's wrong. Yeah. Do you understand the problem here? For all workers, it does not put into consideration individual difference. We are human and we are dynamic. So we have different nature, we have different attitude. So the approach should be different. So, but when you say you have one solution for all workers, then it's not a right solution. Is it clear? Because individuals will have their weakness, their strength. Your weakness might be my own strength. My strength might be your own weakness. So how do we produce at the same rate? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's the first criticism about Taylor's approach. The second one, Taylor viewed people at work more as machines with financial needs than as human in a social setting. So he feels people are at work because they want to work, they want to make money. So he sees them as people that are financially struck with money. So they will do the job, or they are at workplace because they want money, not because they are within the environment. They are happy to work. So it takes away the ideology of being in the social setting to working because you are here because of money. Not to learn, not to add more skills, not to add value. You are here all because of money. That's Taylor's approach, which is wrong too. And the last one, there is no doubt that money is an important motivator, yes. But Taylor overlooked that people also work for other reasons. Money is important, yes. It's an important motivator. But some people do work not because of money. There are other reasons why people choose a job. I might choose a job because I enjoy the job. I might choose the job because I'm seeking a career path on it. So there's job rotation, there's job satisfaction. So there are different countless. I might choose a job because I want to make friendship. I want to make friends. So there are countless of reasons why people choose a job, why people are working. So not only because of money. So these are the criticism about Taylor's motivational theory.
Okay.
Any question about it?
No.
Okay. So we go to Mayo's theory of human relations. So for Mayo, it uses the Alton effect. So for the Alton effect, what does that mean? That means the idea that workers are motivated by recognition you give to them as a business within that group they have. So you derive motivation from your workers are always motivated when you are able to recognize their efforts within the group they have. That's Alton effect. I think it's clear. So for Elton Mayo, he believed that a business that is aiming at to maximize productivity must make sure that the personal satisfaction of workers are met for workers to be motivated. So if you want to increase your productivity, according to Mayo, if you want to increase your productivity, ensure that workers' personal satisfactions are met, then your productivity will increase as a business. What are the problems about Elton Mayo? Ideology. One, it assumes that workers and managers share the same goal. Meanwhile, general agreement within a workplace may not always exist. There's interest of the managers, there's interest of the workers. So it's logically, workers and managers do not always agree. But based on Elton Mayo's ideology, he believes that workers and managers could agree. Do you understand that? Just ensure that you recognize their efforts. Managers recognize the efforts of your workers, then they will be happy. But recognizing their efforts will be that the managers have seen what they really wanted from the workers. So you saying well done does not make that employee happy. Maybe the employee is doing it on certain reasons, on certain playground. Do you understand? So the interest of workers and the interest of managers are not always the same. Okay. The managers want to meet their target. The workers want to make more money. So there's conflict. So they don't always agree. Even at workplace, you don't always agree with your manager, and your manager doesn't always agree with you too. So there's bound to be conflict. But according to Elton Mayo, there's no conflict. Two, it is assumed that communication between workers and management will break down barriers. He believes that if there's rapid response, if there is rapid communication, if there is quick communication between, or constant communication between workers and managers, that barriers will break. That means there won't be barriers. But it's not. Because most of the time, the knowledge of the directors, their knowledge, their skills, will not want them to talk with you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They will believe their level is so high that you are not supposed to sit down by their side. They are not supposed to even discuss with you. So because of this reason, it could increase barrier, not even reduce barrier. As a low staff, as a junior staff, I might also not feel comfortable talking to my senior staff, my senior manager or my director, because I feel inferior to him. So this could also make me to have, it could also bring up a barrier. Do you understand what I'm talking about here?
Yeah.
And also the fear of redundancy could also increase the barrier. So instead of you to complain about what you don't like, you would not want to complain, because if you complain, they might make you redundant.
Okay.
So is this reducing barrier or increasing barrier? It's increasing barrier. Do you understand what we're talking about here? So, and the last one, it is biased towards management. Why is it biased? It's biased because managers are tricking workers to be productive. Oh yeah, well done. They are recognizing you and you're doing more without any financial incentive.
Yeah,
Just work. So it means that it's only when you do work that they say, well done, well done, well done. Do you understand Mayo's ideology here?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Is it clear?